BLEACH Rebirth of Souls launched on the 21st of March 2025, and overall it has been a really good experience, but it's not been without its issues. There have been several bugs and problems that have been plaguing Rebirth of Souls since it released. In this video, I want to address all of the issues that people have been having with the game and all of the areas where Bandai and Tamsoft need to release a patch in order to fix this game so that it's playable for everybody. Initially, people had problems with the Steam PC version, with there being multiple crashes, with the game not even loading up entirely. Then there were issues across the board with the online mode, and not to forget some things that the developers just haven't included in the game, like ranked or spectator mode. Now, I'll be diving deep into a lot of issues here with Rebirth of Souls which need to be fixed, as there's some really interesting errors which fans have spotted while data mining and while playing the game. So without further delay, let's dive into all of the bugs and issues that have been plaguing BLEACH Rebirth of Souls. Before the video begins, only 20% of the people who actually watch my content are subscribed to the channel. If you enjoy these videos, then subscribe and stick around for more content just like this. Now let's get back to the topic of the video. 21st of March, it had several bugs and issues for the Steam version, as well as some people experiencing problems on the Xbox and PlayStation. After a patch that was recently released, a lot of the problems with the Steam version have been rectified, so the bugs causing the game to crash and not to even work have been fixed, but there still appear to be several bugs and issues within BLEACH Rebirth of Souls which need to be addressed by Bandai Namco and Tamsoft. So the first major error is that when you launch a keycon move, it does not hit the opponent, as you can see in this example. So Byakuya launches the keycon move against Neliel here, so the attack animation begins. But once the attack is fired off, you'll see that the attack does not even land on Neliel, and she doesn't end up losing any Konpaku. There's another example of this during a battle between Komamura and Neliel here. So Neliel fires off her keycon move against Komamura, so the attack animation begins, but there you have it, the keycon move resulted in 0 damage. You can see how this is a game-breaking bug which needs to be rectified. And then another problem across the board that people are having is that the characters need to be nerfed or balanced. A lot of people are having particular issues with the character of Yamamoto, who appears to be way more powerful than he actually needs to be. So for this reason, there needs to be some serious balancing that needs to occur, especially with Yamamoto's character. Another major issue within Rebirth of Souls is the infinite combos bug. So you can see here that Byakuya has already hit the limit of 99 hits, but the combo is continuing in this infinite loop. So there's an infinite spam of the quick attack and the spiritual pressure move in order to trap Yamamoto in this infinite combo. You can see another example of this with Ichigo in his Bankai gear. So here he's battling against Zal Opero, and you can see just how the infinite combo glitch is working here, as Zal Opero is unable to break free from the infinite loop as the combos continuously begin to stack on top of each other. So you can see how this is a major bug or issue which needs to be rectified by Bandai Namco and Tamsoft. So yeah, the 99 hits have been done, the keycon move lands, and you're pretty much trapped and you have to suffer this damage. So you can see that there are still people who are experiencing issues with the PC port which need to be fixed. Even after the last patch, there are still crashes, especially when you switch tabs, the game freezes and crashes, and people want the region lock to be removed in online mode for the PC port. Now it's insane that the Steam PC version has a region lock for online mode, the console versions do not have this thankfully. Another major issue is that the Xbox port has problems when you go online, as people are having difficulty making or finding a room as the game ends up crashing. Overall, the sentiment is that optimization for Rebirth of Souls is pretty bad on all platforms. Also, there needs to be a fix for the resolution on consoles. These pictures here are from the game running on the PlayStation 5 Pro. So you can see the visuals are completely blurry, and the resolution just looks overall terrible. In terms of online mode, there are several issues that people have had. So lobbies need to be improved in online mode, so a increase in the player capacity for rooms needs to be made, and they need to add a spectator mode, especially for people who want to run lobbies and have tournaments online. For online mode, they also need to fix match finding, because it's so difficult to find an opponent online. It took me about 2 hours until I got online mode working myself. Now the game also needs a ranked mode and a tournament mode, and in addition to this, rollback netcode and crossplay needs to be introduced for a overall better online experience. And I'm just shocked that the game didn't launch on release day with all of these important additions made. People also appear to be having issues with the fact that training mode is not fully resetting. As you can see in this example here of Ichigo versus Shinji, so apparently a reset was made on training mode, but everything appears to be the same with the damage and all of the inputs on the left hand side. In this particular example, the person playing cannot reset the game to before Sakanade was awakened for Shinji. Now there are more tweaks that need to be made to some of the mechanics within the game, so the reverse gauge needs to build faster and buff damage across the board. Sidestep needs to be buffed, and they need to allow dash cancelling, and D-pad support needs to be made for consoles. Also, the option to invert the movement buttons needs to be included, as well as the options to skip the intro and outro. Here is another glitch that somebody's encountered on PlayStation 5. So while this person was playing with one of their friends, so for some reason the Konpaku were not breaking despite the person being in the 30% reishi range, and the only way for the Konpaku to be destroyed is until they land a soul break, which means that all of the reishi needs to be depleted. But we know that this isn't the case. If you are in the 30% or below reishi range, then you can cause a soul destruction, but you can land a Kikon move to destroy the Konpaku. So here it seems like soul destruction isn't activating, and the only functional way to destroy Konpaku is to do a soul break. The player also notes that there are frame drops during the Karakura Town intersection stage too. Here a fan reports a bug where Noitra does the wrong Kikon animation before the actual Kikon cutscene starts sometimes. So here we see Noitra doing the Kikon 1 charge up prior to doing Kikon 2. So this mismatch of Kikon moves being activated appears to be on the PlayStation 5. Additionally, when entering training mode while searching for an opponent online, the background sometimes goes black and the effects disappear, so this individual isn't sure whether if this happens in real matches. Aside from this, there are also some known issues where there is occasional sound loss when launching, and there are crashes in online mode. I personally had some issues in online mode where if I were to have created a room or entered somebody else's room to battle them, when the fight had launched, then I would have no sound effects in the actual game. Now I experienced this while I was live streaming the game on launch day, so there were no sound effects while I was fighting online, but after resetting the console, this did end up fixing a lot of the issues that I had. So I'm not sure if some of these bugs or issues could be fixed by restarting the game or restarting the console. Now this particular issue here where the training mode is going black in online mode appears to be on the PC platform. There are also other problems like this one here, where appearing to be too close to the wall causes issues like the one that you're seeing here. So you can see in this battle against Ichigo and Byakuya, there appears to be a lot of janky action here. Ichigo's attacks are not targeted towards Byakuya because he is right up against the wall, so he ends up whiffing some of the moves, which allows for Byakuya to then counterattack because of this weird wall interaction. This issue in particular occurred on the PlayStation 5. Then you have somebody else here who's playing the game on PC as they are struggling to make the game go above 60 frames per second regardless of whatever settings they do on PC. I think I speak for everyone, including this individual here who says that Rebirth of Souls is an easy 9 out of 10 with these things being added or fixed. Tamsoft and Bandai really need to support this game because there is a solid foundation for BLEACH Rebirth of Souls. I just really hope that they listen to fan feedback, they fix a lot of these bugs and issues, and they include all of the things that fans have been wanting, like spectator mode, online ranked, and tournament mode. All of these things will ensure the longevity of this game. I mean, at least do all of that. We're not asking for crossplay right now or improved netcode. At least give us the bare bone essentials, and then we can have a look at crossplay and improved netcode in the future. For now, there's such a solid foundation for Rebirth of Souls, there's so much potential. I really wish that they don't drop the ball on this one. We've got an incredible BLEACH game, the first console BLEACH game in over 14 years, and I do not want them to fumble it, so let's pray for a solid patch which fixes all of these issues that I've listed in this video. Yeah, there are several things that need to be optimized for the console version, like the resolution, and the PC port still needs to be optimized properly so that the remaining bugs and issues can be completely ironed out. Also, please do some balancing for this game and fix that infinite combo problem which people have been talking about. So apparently Ryan Wagner, the brand manager at Bandai Namco, has stated that they cannot address anything specific or promise anything, but there is something to look forward to for BLEACH fans. So yeah, this does appear to be reassuring. This message was left just recently, so I do wonder what updates are in store for BLEACH Rebirth of Souls. For now, this has been the latest news and updates on the current situation with the game. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. Do you have the game, or are you still holding out from picking up a copy until Bandai and Tamsoft fix all of the remaining issues? Thanks for making it to the end of this one, and I cannot wait to see you in my next BLEACH video.
A massive thank you goes out to all of my amazing Patreon supporters for helping to make this video possible. If you also want to support the channel and see your name in the end of my videos, then check out my Patreon, which has loads of perks like early video access and so much more. Thank you for sticking around till the end of the video, and whatever you contribute will mean a lot to me.